motion here. He's going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Moon. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Moon. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Moon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
5 yards to go.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Young now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Boom. His throw incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now McNair rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Buying time to his left. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Johnson off the play fake. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Moon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Johnson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
McNair to throw. It's complete, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Moon. That one complete to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Moon. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Moon to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He gets it left side to Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A play fake, now Moon. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Here's McNair. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mask enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun. It's moved. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case,
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. Man open, here is Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. Caught by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a throw here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McNair. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 6 yards away. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Now Moon. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Moon. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Moon to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Hands it off out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket.